Okay, YouTubers, so I just got through finishing up a project here. Actually, I'm not quite completed here 100%, but this is the gist of it here. So this is my 1982 Chevy S-10 / GMC S-15. It's actually a GMC. It's a real truck. So what I did is, with help from a very, very, very good friend of mine, Redneck Bill, we transplanted a Chevy throttle body 350 and 700 R4 into this truck. The truck is originally carbureted. The throttle body is obviously fuel injected. So I'll give you just a real brief description of what we did, starting actually at the rear. So what I did is I took the original OEM gas tank out and put in a gas tank from a 1988 4.3 fuel injected S truck and put in there. And I got the drive line from the same truck and put in here, and I did have to have it shortened about 1.5 inches, so I just sent it into driveline service locally here. They did it for about $100. Okay, so I have plenty of room here. Everything fits. I wanted this to look OEM. I wanted this to look as stock as possible. If GM was to put a 350 in an S truck, I'm kind of hoping this is the way they would have done it, or it would have looked like this. I don't have a heater blower motor in yet. This originally was air conditioned, and I'm actually getting the right dash bezel parts and all of that right now. So when I just put the heater motor back in, it'll all work as it should. So basically, I have the cop car computer in here. By the way, this engine's out of a 9C1, a 1990 Caprice 9C1, which is Chevy designation code for cop car, which is not really a big deal. It's only like 190 horse at 215 foot-pound. Kind of weak and lame by today's standards, but that's the way it is. So there's really not very many aftermarket parts on here. As you can see, I've got plenty of room down here. I am running a engine-driven fan. It's actually a high-pitch flex fan. It's a reverse rotation flexi fan, and that's one of the few aftermarket parts on here. Otherwise, it's all GM out of the donor car. Pretty much, the donor Caprice supplied pretty much everything for this. Some kind of neat little things are, the radiator is from an 84, 86 Corvette, brand new, of course. You forward mount the radiator inside the radiator support bracket, and when you do that, you have to cut an access hole for the cap, and so we put a little angle on it and everything, and just kind of kept with, like, you know, the angles of, like, what would GM do if they were to cut that hole out. So we kind of gave it that look. These are JAGS That Run radiator support brackets right up here. I'm using JAGS That Run motor mounts. It's JTR or jagsthatrun.com. Okay. No flexi hoses. The manual. Let's see if I can get a shot of the rear or the bottom hose here. There's the bottom hose. What I used for hoses on this was the upper radiator hose for I think it was 92 to 95 Ford F100s. And what you do is to make the lower one, you take and you cut, like right here, and I think it was right here, and then you join them together with 1.5 inch coupler, and that creates the lower hose. And then I actually just snipped off the part that went like this on the factory, on the Ford hose, and put it on like this. This is an 1.5-inch hose, and I'm using 1.5 to 1.25 AC Delco reducers. So that's how you do that. A lot of people have a problem with the radiator hoses on these. And this was my solution. I used the Ford hose. It's close, but no, it doesn't really rub. It's not really a big deal. The flex fan keeps this thing very cool. It draws in here just really nice. You can put your hand in here when the thing's running, and you just feel it. It wants to suck your hand in. You kind of have that high-pitched fan noise when you get on it, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool, actually. So, on my list of things to do, I'm going to take this AC compressor out and put a Dorman replacement pulley in here. That way I'll be able to use the factory Caprice serpentine belt still. And then if I ever need to go order, oh, that's a good shot right there. And if I need to go order a serpentine belt or anything, I can just order it for a 90 Caprice. And it's definitely a sleeper. I mean, I guess to the untrained eye, you'd think there's a 4.3 in there. Redneck Bill fabbed up these brackets here for the shroud. So the shroud is in a kind of an upward position, and it stays out of the way of that flexi fan. Right there. Oh, Christmas. My lens is dirty. Sorry about that. Did not know that. Anyway, like I say, I got plenty of room. No sweat. We did our exhaust for right now. Kind of dumped it out here underneath. Makes an interesting sound. It's giving me a headache, so we'll put a Flowmaster on that and dump it back to the rear like it's supposed to be. And it's not a it's not a show truck or anything, but it's just kind of a fun little go fast. And it does get up and scoot. I'm using a B&M hammer shifter. I'll do a whole video on that here soon. I do not like it. And I was going to use the column shifter, but I can't because this is a 4-speed overdrive automatic tranny, and the original shifter in the truck was set up for a 3-speed. If you have any ideas on that, let me know. But anyway, that's my interpretation of Chevy stuffing a 350 into an S-10. I think that this is how they would do it. I know this bunch of harnesses here is a little ratty right at the moment, but when I get the heater motor in and everything, I'm more than likely going to have pretty much everything cleaned up. I plan on shortening these wires and then buttoning them all together, soldering them, and using the original harness. And let's see, anything else on here? What did I forget? Ford F-150 radiator hose, JAGS That Run motor mounts, flexi fan. I think they call it a maxi pitch or something like that. It's a 1585 or 1855 or something like that fan. 86 Corvette radiator. And God, that's about all the aftermarket parts we've really got into it. I'm into this under $3,000. That's for the actual truck itself and the donor car and all the miscellaneous parts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.